Sugar in its natural state is a very healthy component of our food because it gives us energy and it helps in the build-up of our cells. You can find healthy sugar or sugar in its natural state in vegetables, in our fruits, in unprocessed carbohydrates, and just your natural food. However, when you take this sugar out of its natural form, you process it and then you refine it, which is what we call refined sugar. It becomes very unhealthy for us, especially as women. And you can find this refined sugar in our snacks. You find it in soda, in processed food. You can even find it as refined sugar in itself, sold in packs at different outlets and stores. Now you might begin to wonder that sugar is sugar either in its natural state or it is in its refined state, so far it is giving or it is doing its job. The issue is, this is where the caveat is. The way our body works, when our body takes refined sugar, because it has been taken out of its natural state, the body processes refined sugar quickly, such that you can take a very high amount of sugar and you are still not satisfied. And once this sugar is taken, the more sugar you take, it increases your insulin level and it increases your blood sugar. While sugar in its natural state takes very long for it to digest because it has to go through the fiber and everything in the plant or in the fruit or in the vegetable or in the fruits that you have consumed. So refined sugar, it's easy to digest, and because it digests quickly, it increases your insulin level and blood sugar level, while it does not do that with natural sugar because it takes long for it to even digest all the sugar. So your body gets to regulate natural sugar better than it would be able to regulate refined sugar. There are two major hormones in the woman's body that respond erratically to insulin, and those two hormones are your progesterone and your estrogen. These two hormones respond erratically to insulin, and because taking refined sugar increases your insulin level, sugar has been found to be culprit behind several reproductive health issues that you can even think of. Yes, that one you are thinking of. Sugar has been the main culprit behind it because it increases insulin level that disrupts the balance between your estrogen and your progesterone. One major effect of sugar consumption in a woman's body is painful cramps. When you consume refined sugar during your period or maybe days before your period, you are going to experience painful cramps. And why is it so? Sugar increases the production of prostaglandin in the body, and what prostaglandin does during your period is that it helps uterine contraction such that your uterus can expel your period, and then you get to see your period, and the period keeps coming out. When you consume refined sugar, it increases the production of this prostaglandin, and the more prostaglandin you have, the more contraction you get and the more painful your cramps will become. As simple as that. So if you keep wondering while you have painful periods when you consume so much sugar, and when you take out sugar from your diet you don't have painful period, thanks to increase or decrease in the production of prostaglandin that causes uterine contraction so that your period can come out. The second thing that you get when you consume too much sugar is bloating. Bloating can be very uncomfortable, especially as a lady. You want to wear particular clothes and then your stomach is bulging out and then you are wondering, say, oh, I'm bloated because my period is coming. Zazu. Don't mind me. So I'm bloated because my period is coming. No, you are bloated because you have consumed a lot of sugar, and sugar causes water retention around your abdominal cavity, and then it increases abdominal pain. So if you are dealing with bloating, abdominal pain and gas, then go and check what you are consuming. Probably you have been consuming a lot of refined sugar. The third thing that you would look at is estrogen dominance. Now, I said it earlier that your estrogen and progesterone they respond to insulin in your body. If you take too much of sugar, your estrogen level is going to go very high, and when it goes high, you are most likely going to come down with hormonal imbalance. Another reproductive health disease that you can come down with when you consume too much sugar is what we call polycystic ovarian syndrome, which is PCOS. High sugar intake is the biggest dietary factor for PCOS because most women with this condition have what is called insulin resistance. That is, their body is resistant to insulin. So when you take a lot of sugar, you don't have so much insulin to clear it up from your body, and then the excess of it could actually lead to PCOS. So another point that we should look at, which is very common, and I know you know this already, is weight gain. Sugar, I said, gives energy. Sugar, energy is calorie. So when you consume a lot of sugar, you are going to be shocked to know that consumption of sugar during your period can even make you gain 5 to 10 pounds. Okay, this is why low intensity exercise is often what we preach during your period. If you are used to exercising because you are losing weight, you are working on your calorie, you are working on your weight and all, when you're on your period, you might not have a lot of energy to do so much, but at least do a little exercise so that you can even burn sugar at this time. Well, you might be wondering that if sugar or refined sugar is so unhealthy, then why do I crave so much sugar when I'm on my period, or why do I crave so much sugar days before my period? Well, I made a video about that just last week. There's a video about that. You can click up here, or I leave it in the description box. If it's not here, check the description box. I'm going to leave a link to why you crave sugar during your period. You are going to see that video, and then you would understand better why you crave why you crave sugar during your period, and healthy alternatives, and how you can be able to manage that. So what is the way forward? You would definitely have to eat sugar. You would definitely have to pick sugar. Like I said earlier, there are always healthy alternatives to these things. We have sugar in its natural state. Just go for that. Take fruits instead. Take your veggies. Take whatever. Take bananas. Take grapes and all to suit your sweet tooth during your period or whenever you are craving sugar. Instead of putting candy in your bag, you can drop apple. An apple a day keeps the doctor away, they say. You can drop an apple in your bag. Instead of giving your children candy, you can give them a slice of pineapple. Make healthy smoothies, make healthy popsicles and all that to just make up for and drastically reduce the amount of refined sugar that you take. And above all, I pray that God will help you and I to stay healthy. Do take care of yourself and enjoy the rest of your week. Bye bye.